Hello everybody and welcome back into Blue Cross Arena at the War Memorial in Rochester, New York. The Rochester Americans have a 1-0 series lead in the best of 5 against the Toronto Marlies. A 5-3 decision in Game 1. Dustin Tokarski didn't have to face much last game, yet he gave up 3 goals in that one. Rochester taking on Ian Scott again in between the Toronto Pipes. They scored 5 against him in that last game. Rochester had 8 power plays on the night. The Marlies didn't have a single one until 3 seconds left. And tell me that isn't rigged. Draw one back here by the Marlies. Here's Lear as it's stolen by Rochester in the zone. Trying to get to the front of the goal here. Some pushing and shoving early in this one, and that's pushed back out to center in the Rochester zone. Here come the Americans in the Marley zone. Some pushing again. That shot stopped by Scott. And now Ellie to the net. Stopped by Ian Scott, holding on. Ellie scored 4 goals in that first game for the Rochester Americans, and he was a force. And Toronto knows they're going to have to be better tonight. Here's Gilmore across. That shot missed wide. Robertson for Toronto now. Trying to get out. Had some trouble. Lear to Ellie. And Rochester setting up again. Gilmore to Lear in front. Ellie. He's stopped by Scott. Robertson. Anderson. And that's down deep into the zone. Steve's back in front. Anderson shoots. Stopped by Tokarski and went through him, but not in. Good chance early on for the Toronto Marlies. Here's the face-off right side of the Rochester zone. Some words here between two. There's a push in the back. And here come the Americans in offside. And now having some words up towards the Rochester zone. I don't know what's going on here, but we have a stoppage, I guess, for a face-off, yeah. Just about 6 gone here in the first period. Scoreless from Rochester Game 2. Here's Borgen off the face-off. And Borgen plays the Porter in with a shot. Stopped by Scott. Finkelstein gets it back to center ice. Samela with some words here at center for Rochester. And the first penalty of the game is coming to the Toronto Marlies. Can you believe it? Here come the Americans, touched up by Toronto. First penalty of the night goes to the Marlies. 8 power plays in Game 1 for Rochester, and here's their first power play here tonight in Game 2. Face off here, right side of the goal. One back, picked up Fitzgerald, centers. That shot stopped by Scott. Dargachev tried to clear, that didn't work out. Douglas. Here's Kimmy Holme. Has it and flips it in the Rochester end. After it now in the corner, Dargachev going after his man. And Rochester has possession of the puck, bringing it in. Here's Dia going, center, score! Rochester leads 1-0. It's a power play goal, and it's Ellie again. He scored 4 in the first game. He has the first one here tonight. He has 5 goals in 2 games against the Marlies. So Rochester has the lead. It's a power play goal, and what else would it be? Rochester didn't do anything without a man advantage last game. Faceoff comes back to center. The shots are 6-1 Rochester in the early going. And the first power play, as we said, went to Rochester, and they made the Marlies pay. Now here at center, Robertson having words. Steves clears it in. That's no icing. Here's Robertson to the puck again. Circles and shoots. He scores! Nick Robertson with another one. That's 24 straight games with a goal. He's now at 42 goals, season and playoff included. Wow. Nick Robertson is something else right now for the Toronto Marlies. What a wraparound snipe for Robertson here inside the first period to tie this thing up. So the faceoff comes back to center ice. Silence here in Rochester again as we're tied. Draw 1, the Americans have possession now. Robertson was told something he didn't like, and he gets pushing. And a penalty coming to the Marlies again. I think it should be a 4-on-4. That's clearly back and forth on that play, and they're only going to call Robertson. That is just wrong. So second power play here in the first period for the Americans. They had 8 in the first game, as we mentioned. Borgen shoots. Glove stops Scott. Here's Kimmy Holme up and down the ice. Here's Douglas shorthanded. He has Samela with him. Out of his reach. Samela had a dandy back in Game 1. Rosen, here's Samela. Rosen and Samela, the only two to score the shorthanded goals back in game one. Douglas back, Kivihome rolls out of reach. Porter can't get it out. The Marlies controlling this Rochester power play. Already a minute gone. Porter kept in by the Marlies. Here's Samela going after Davidson. That's towards the corner. Borgen's there. Ahead to Agleve. Still kept in. Here's Callie Rosen. Big hit there. Agleve gets it back. And here comes Rochester. 20 seconds left on the power play. Davidson in. Centers. Porter. Big stop. Ian Scott. Loose in front. Samela has it. End of that power play. Here's Nick Robertson. Fakes in. Drops it back and rolled off his stick. The Americans have possession. Robertson back. Here's Kapaka in front. Samela. What a stop to Karski. Picked up here. Fogarty in the corner. Some pushing and shoving now between those two. Rochester going towards the net. Here they are. Centering pass. That's stopped by Scott. And another Rochester power play. Back-to-back games. The power play stuff is happening to the Marlies again. Pushing and shoving between both these players. It should be both going to the box, not one. They keep taking the Marlies out of the penalty play and sending them to the box. Here's Petronero. Rochester 1 for 2 on the power play, just like game one. That's played ahead. Steves short-handed. Here's Alex Steves. Looks for help and drops it back to Petronero. Back to Steves. Gets around. Looks for Elaine. He shoots. He scores! Alex Steves with a short-handed goal, and Toronto leads 2-1. Doesn't it remind you of game one? Another short-handed goal for the Toronto Marlies. That's 3 short-handed goals in this series already. Big goal, and it's Steves just rips it at the net. Tokarski can't see it through the traffic. Short-handed goal, 2-1. Still a minute 28 to go in the Rochester power play. Draw one back. The Americans have it. Fitzgerald looking to bring it in the zone. Here's some pushing and shoving. And another penalty. And again, going to the Marlies. 4 power plays here in the first period for Rochester. It's a 5-on-3. Wow. This is horrible. Face off left side of the goal. That's one back by the Americans. Hellickson racing after it. Short-handed. It's a 5-on-3 for Rochester. Here's Matt Hellickson going towards the goal. Gilmore. And here come the Americans. Ellie. Big hit taking down Ellie. Here's Dia. Open ice. But he's taken down. Petronero picks it up and plays to Douglas. Here's a 5-on-3. Marley's in. Chance. That's played behind. Ellie. In the corner, Gilmore. Here come the Americans. 12 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Douglas got it at center ice. Dia back to it. Now it's 5-on-4. Rochester to the net. Dia! And it's stopped by Scott, just getting a piece. Marlies have it. Hellickson plays it down the ice. Rochester in their own zone. 19 seconds left on the power play. Big hit there by Robertson. And it was clean if you wanted to judge that one. Back to full strength. Rochester. Here's Lear in to Ellie. He's stopped by Scott. Rochester again. Ellie stopped by Scott. Sergachintsev to Kapaka. Marlies over the red line, and they'll flip it in the zone. Ellie getting some words now, and a fight between Jack Kapaka and Remy Ellie. And Kapaka and Ellie going back and forth here. A fight stoppage late in the first period. Marlies have a 2-1 lead here in game two. Marlies lost all games this season on the road. At home, they were absolutely spectacular, and Rochester wins this fight in front of the fans. So here we go. And at the moment, here's the draw here to the left side of the net. Samela to take it. 20 seconds to go in the period. Draw one back. Here's Kevin Porter off the draw. Has control in his own end. Rosen picks up, clears it at the net. And Tokarski's there and will hold on with 3 seconds left to go in the first. Marlies lead 2-1. And that will do it for one as the draw. One back by Rochester. Your stats after one period of play: shots a goal 11 for Rochester, 5 for the Marlies. Hits are 6 aside. Faceoffs 11-2 Rochester. The Americans 1 for 4 on the power play. Toronto with a shorthanded goal. 2-1 after one. Welcome into period 2. Rochester trails 2-1 after one in this one. Draw here, one back by the Americans. They have possession to start the period. Here's some pushing and shoving between two. That shot misses high. And another penalty against Toronto. 5th power play tonight for Rochester. Marlies again haven't had a single power play, and this is the 5th Rochester power play. It reminds you of game 1, does it not? Same story again here. Draw one back by the Americans. Fitzgerald, that's blocked. Kivihalme gets it to Antti-Samela. Here he comes shorthanded. Had a beauty last game. Gets in again, trying to get to the net. Kivihalme's there, and he's stopped by Tokarski. The Americans on another power play, and they're happy about it. Marlies not so much. Draw one back. Here's Randall in his own zone. Being pushed, but didn't lose the puck. Here comes Lear to 2-on-1 for the Americans. To the net. Stopped by Ian Scott. Petronero picks it up. Here's Matt Hellickson down the ice on net. Steve's after it. Gilmore's there. Here's Lear. Big hit. Hellickson picks it up and clears it in. Far side, there's Fitzgerald. Here's Lear now. Lear taken down. Hellickson. Here's Steves, drops it back to McMahon. That's kicked away, rebound in front. Marlies can't jam it by. Steves off the boards, back to Petronero. Setting up Hellickson. Glove stop, Tokarski holding on. So the Americans fail to succeed on yet another power play, already their 5th of the night. Still down 2-1. Here's McMahon, backhander to the net, blocked in front. Gilmore has it, now some pushing and shoving. And another penalty is coming here to Toronto. 6 power plays now. Wow. Back-to-back games, it's the same story. Power play after power play for the Rochester Americans. Here's the draw. That's one back by Rochester. Porter off the draw, centers. Fogarty kicked away. Rebound to Glaive. He's stopped by Ian Scott. Played out. Curtis Douglas is there and plays it down the ice. Try to get ahead the Durgachitsev shorthanded. Porter gave it away. Here's Kivihalme faking his way in. He might have Durgachitsev. Plays it across and couldn't get a handle on it. Kicks it back around. Rosen. He fans on the one-time opportunity. Rochester back in. A minute to go on this power play. Porter. Douglas pokes it off his stick, but Porter got it right back. Played back to Davidson. Through traffic, but it's stopped by Ian Scott. Kept in. Aguive to Fogarty. Glove save Scott. Still not out. Porter in front. That's handled, and it was loose. Rosen to Douglas back down into the Rochester zone. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Davidson. Robertson there to cause trouble. Here's Porter. Circles. Gets it ahead to Borgen. Back to full strength. Rochester doesn't produce on the power play again. Shot stopped by Scott. Rebound Porter in front. That's blocked. Michaelis. Here's Steves over the line and in. That's wide of the net. Borgen picks it up. Aguive. Fogarty. Here's Aguive again. Up the boards. Borgen. Finding Fogarty almost halfway through this hockey game. Porter's in to the net. He's stopped by Scott. Rebound goes behind. Rochester again outplaying here because of all the power plays. Michaelis. Here's Steves in. Has Anderson to the net. He sends it wide. Back to Hellickson, a shot. Off the blocker. Tokarski easily to the board. Smith. Fitzgerald. Big hit there. And some talk after that hit. Aguive. Gilmore. In and right back out by Matt Hellickson. To Joey Anderson. Here's Anderson in. Has McMahon. He's stopped by Tokarski. There's a good look for the Marlies. Another shot. That's blocked. Anderson to McMahon. He finds Michaelis. Backhand try up the side of the net. Gilmore. Here's Cornell. And here comes Rochester. 5.5 to go in the period. Breakaway. Rochester scores. We're tied. So it's now a 2-2 tie late here in the second period. Rochester trying to repeat what they did in game 1. Here comes the draw at center. One back again by the Americans. They have control and they cleared in. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Rochester to the puck, looking to get to the front. Stopped by Ian Scott. It's loose. Another save there. Douglas back down the ice. An icing call here against Toronto with 3:39 to go in the second period. Tied at 2. Here's the face-off to the right side of the net. One back. Kivihalme get to the Douglas. He finds Hudson Elena. Here comes Bryson. Randall now. Over to McWilliam. Here's McWilliam. Big hit there. Douglas finding Kivihalme. Here comes Kivihalme, picked up by Page. Now here's Douglas to the net. He's stopped by Tokarski. Final minute of the second period. Another shot. Tokarski with the answer. Holds on. 22.4 seconds to go in the second period. Toronto and Rochester tied at 2. It was 2-1 after 1. Rochester has tied this thing up. Here's Ellie for Rochester. Looks up ice and has Dia. Rosen took him down. Gets it back in the Rochester zone with 3 seconds to go in the period. And that'll do it for 2. 2-2 after 2 here in Game 2. Shot to go in the game, 22 for Rochester, 15 for Toronto, 2 aside. Hits 11-10 Toronto, face-off 17-4 Rochester. The Americans 1 for 6 on the power play. Toronto has a short-handed goal. Welcome into the third period of play. Marlies Americans tied at 2 here in Game 2 to start the third. If they lose this one tonight to Rochester, they have to guaranteed win the next 2 to send it to a Game 5. Here's Steve. Yep, because if they lose 3 in a row, they're done. It's a best of 5. Here around the far side. Here's Fitzgerald to Ellie. Big hit there in the Rochester zone. Some words there between the two. Yeah, you don't want to start anything here in the third period, especially in a tie. Rochester, Ellie, he scores! Another giveaway, and Rochester has the lead back 3-2. Remy Ellie with 6 goals in 2 games against the Toronto Marlies and a 3-2 lead. Isn't it kind of funny how everything is going Remy Ellie's way here for the Rochester Americans? So a 3-2 lead, Rochester back in front. Draw one here. Ellie has it. He plays it to Dia. Here come the Americans again. Odd man rush. Lear. He's stopped by Scott. Now in the corner out front. Another save, Ian Scott. A big one there. Here come the Marlies. Alex Steves. He has help in Anderson. Faking his way to the net. Shooting. It's blocked. The Americans get it back, and here's Ellie again. Hellickson takes him down. That's played ahead to Petronero. He has Samela. Back to Petronero. Back to Samela. Out of reach. Porter in his own end. And here come the Rochester Americans in the Toronto zone. That pass across to Murray. And chance in front. Porter will try. Stopped by Ian Scott. Samela back into the corner they go. Hellickson, Kapaka. 12 minutes to go, third period. Here's Mark Michaelis. Played it in front. That's kicked away. Rebound off the side of the goal. Fogarty. Fitzgerald. Almost halfway through the third period. Rochester leads 3-2. Marlies back home for the next 2. Kapaka in front. Gabriel trying to settle it down. Porter. Here's a Glebe. 9.5 to go third period. Big hit there. Marlies trying to get it out. Gabriel. Here's Gilmore. Offside. Well, the Marlies know what they have to do, and especially if they lose this game tonight, they know they can't afford to lose game 3. Here's McWilliam. That's played out. Davidson has it for the Americans. Page. He finds McWilliam. Big hit there. Kivihalme. Randall with the answer. We're down to 7 minutes. Rochester leading 3-2 in a game Toronto had a 2-1 lead after 1. Yeah, 2-2 after 2. It's 3-2 here in the third. That shot stopped by Ian Scott. Kivihalme gets it out. Bouncing in the air. They're trying to find it. Gabriel goes in the Rochester zone after it. Takes down Morgan. Has it to the net. That pass in front went to nobody. Now here's the nod man rush for Rochester, a 2-on-1. He got by Kevin Holme, he's in, and he's stopped by Ian Scott. Rebound in front of the net, that's stopped by Scott. What saves by Ian Scott, and he holds on with 3:47 left to go here in game 2. Face-off coming here to the right side of the goal. One back by the Americans. Here's Nelson, in with a shot. Stopped again, Ian Scott. 3 minutes left. Hit along the boards. Here comes Alex Steves, and here come the Toronto Marlies trying to answer. Steves with a fake. He's in, and a big save to Karski. Another shot to the net. Handled off the arm. Ellie. Marlies can't keep it in down to the final 2 minutes of play. Big hit there. Marlies look to get it out. That's played. Petronero fanned on the clear. It's kept in by the Americans. Lear to Bryson. Shoots. Walked through traffic in front. Down to 52 seconds. Here's Anderson, has Robertson. That shot to the net, it goes wide. Steves fires. Easy stop to Karski, playing it down to Nelson. Porter with it. Here's Porter to Fogarty. Bryson is in. Here's Bryson to the net. He's stopped by Ian Scott. And the Marlies are now going to pull the goalie as they come up ice on the right wing. Yeah, a big time to pull the goaltender here for the Toronto Marlies. They know what they have to do to get back into this thing. Anderson flips it in far side. And Fitzgerald, the only one there. Now the Marlies collide. Anderson back in front. That centering pass, a bad one. And here come the Americans to put it away. Wide of the empty net. Down to 19 seconds. Petronero. Anderson in. They're running out of time. Fitzgerald. And it's out again. Petronero. Kopaka back in. He's offside. 10 seconds left. Yep. Faceoff will come just outside the Rochester zone. Marlies have the extra attacker on. Down by a goal. One back by Samela. That's played to Anderson. Here's Joey Anderson. He shoots up and back in front. How was that stopped by Tokarski? What a pass. Doesn't matter. The Marlies run out of time, and Rochester has a 2-0 series lead. So Rochester has a 2-0 series lead in the best of 5.